It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your two best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's Reality Alert. Yo, it's the Enzo episode, yo. He flipped the house upside down, yo. He won the battle.
He does. That's what he does. All he does is win.
All Enzo does is win. He's won every show he's ever been on, yo.
Just cruising to the finals.
Cruising.
Is it official now? Enzo is in the final?
Yes.
So that's what he does. That's just what he always does. He gets to the final. He's gonna lose. We know
what?
That.
You don't think Enzo's gonna win?
No.
But you don't think there's going to be an arena battle at the end and Enzo's going to win? Because
unless they bring back Leo for him to hall brawl with. I don't think that's going to happen.
He's 3 for 3 in eliminations. Okay, he's unstoppable in elimination.
If there's like a laying on the couch competition, I could see it. You know, like who can lay down the longest and just coast.
What is wrong with sleeping? What's so bad about sleeping? They're just there to do challenges.
It's good for you.
And hang out. This man is adjusting insurances all year long. The man has children, Angela. Okay.
Okay, yo.
Okay, yo. Why does he have to? Why does he have to be awake while you guys are working out the whole time and making deals? Okay, he made it to the finals too. He didn't need to do all your alliance making. He just had to just win 3 eliminations, but he did it.
And you know who else has made it to the finals now is Dom. Once again, made it to the finals. Good for him. Ben is in the finals unless he quits.
He could quit.
He could quit before the last challenge.
Well, why can't he give his? And he could. Well, you know what? He could give his place to Sarah, and Sarah could complete in the men's bracket. That could definitely happen, since women are apparently allowed to compete in the men's bracket. Now, could Sarah then give up his place, and then Ben could compete in the women's bracket?
You know what? Why not?
I don't get if Sarah. It's just not fair.
Certainly seems like things are just sort of made up on the spot.
Yeah, on the challenge all the time. I mean, they use bike helmets as like safety helmets. So,
what if Dom ends up tying for first place with one of the other guys, and then they have to have the third place person come in and vote who they want to win?
No, they're going to bring in Laurel from Survivor Ghost Island to break the tie.
Dom's like, please don't do this to me twice.
Do it again. She's going to be like, I pick Wendell. My God, that's Wendell's music. He's going to come in and take the crown.
Yeah, Wendell comes into the arena. Hey, Dom. That would be a sinister thing TJ would do.
Yeah.
Maybe the final comp will be an idol hunting competition. Ben would crush it. He would absolutely crush it.
I mean, according to Leo, they're just giving the whole thing to Ben, so we shouldn't be surprised.
I am worried about that. Ben has had a lot of confessionals this season. He really
What if the final challenge is like totally cat themed, just to throw it into Leo's face? Justin Booth, it's a conspiracy theory to piss off Leo.
They have to climb up a cat stretch pole. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's a big ball of yarn that you have to untwine. You know,
who can make a cat purr the fastest? You know. Most accurate cat meow, you know, stuff like that. Name the most breeds, all that stuff.
Find the highest perch in the arena to perch on.
Most cat puns in 30 seconds, stuff like that. Then they had a whole challenge planned, a whole final challenge plan, and they scrapped it right after Leo got eliminated just to piss him off because he'd have to watch it back because Justin Booth is a shithead, as Leo said.
Yeah.
Not us.
And then Enzo wins. Of course, because he's the meow meow.
Yeah,
you know,
meow,
and then Leo is just stewing from his couch at home watching.
Meow meow's here.
Yeah, yes,
Meow meow's here, yo. The guy really says yo so many times.
He does. He does.
Listen to
We
this.
put it
Listen
on
to
our
this.
bingo one week, and I think we got everybody alcohol poisoning.
He like can't help himself. Listen to this.
3-time arena champ! Yo!
Oh, it's a compulsion.
It is. It is. It's like an itch. Yeah.
Yo!
His baby's born. Yo, what up, baby? Yo.
He killed it this episode. Was he just saying funny shit like this whole season and we just weren't hearing it? Like,
Could be. I don't know.
What can we have the Enzo director's cut where we get everything from Enzo's perspective that we missed?
Yeah.
Or was he really just sleeping and then he woke up this episode because he had to?
Yes. The latter.
Yeah, it was probably what happened.
He's either sleeping or he's bonding with David about not really doing that much. Yeah.
Yeah, I think according to Angela, but they both were sleeping. They were just sleeping.
I love how big of a deal it was to only David and Enzo that they were going against each other in the arena. Nobody else gave a shit. Like, nobody else was like, "Oh, we can't do that. They're best friends." You know? Also, didn't Enzo vote out David in Big Brother All Stars?
Oh, I'm sure.
So,
But now they're buddies.
Okay. It's fine.
I don't think Enzo remembered that David was on Big Brother All Stars.
No. And I don't think David remembered Enzo was on. They're both very forgettable.
Oh, we all try to forget Big Brother All Stars, even the people that were on it, you know?
Who was on that season? It was
I don't know.
Cody and Nicole, right? That was it.
Yes, Rat Cole was on that. Yes.
Just Rat Cole and Cody going to the final two.
Yes.
And I don't remember a single other person. I really don't.
Meow meow's here.
Meow meow's here.
Meow meow's here. Yo.
It sounds like one of like Catwoman's goons in one of the old Adam West Batman movies. Meow
Catwoman is here. And meow.
Meow, pow, zing, zoom. Gotham is ours, yo. Oh, jeez.
Should we break it down?
Let's get into it.
Let's break it down, yo. Enzo style, yo. Yo!
Are we gonna do this the whole episode?
Yo?
Should we, yo?
Do you know the Fab Five is over?
No, yo, that can't be true.
Yeah, well, they reformed. They're now the Fab Four.
Yeah, they're the Fab Four now.
Desi's out. She's now in a bigger, better alliance, and she's basically guaranteed, kind of.
Oh, so it's the Fab Three, I guess. Ish.
Fab Four?
Well, it's
Kayla, the Fab Three because Cache is gone. They now have three people. Yeah, they're basically fucked.
Kayla, Sarah, and who? Who else?
Justine.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I'm disappointed in Kayla and Justine. Disappointed.
Well, I just don't think they have any options.
Yeah.
Well, what are they going to do?
I mean, they're very confident though for just being three of them. They're very confident.
Yeah, I mean, I think you got to keep the hope alive.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's better than being like, well, it's not looking good. we shouldn't try these challenges too hard because the disappointment will be pretty bad.
Yeah.
And it won't look good.
Yeah. Well, I always feel good about Justine's chances going to the finals. She's crushed it this season.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Justine.
No.
Yeah. I'm worried about Kayla though, because she's failing miserably.
Yes, me too. She's not been doing great.
No.
And she has a face for trivia too, and she still is not even doing
I know. She seems quirky and a little dorky. Why isn't she nailing the wisdom parts of this? Yeah, I like how they set this up that like Ben is like, Enzo, I just love him, but he's not in my alliance, but I love him. I need him to stay, yo.
He just looks so beautiful when he sleeps. I love him.
I love watching over him.
They've created such a tight bond.
I'm his
And
protector.
Enzo doesn't even know that they have it.
Yeah,
But
he doesn't know. Do you think Enzo knows that he's friends with people in the house?
Yeah.
He doesn't care.
Do you think when Enzo sleeps, when he exhales, it's like, yo,
Definitely.
yeah,
100%. There's no doubt in my mind. I love it. We get a confessional where Ben, where he's like, I love Enzo so much. And Enzo is just doing that same confessional he always gives where he's like, yo, if I can get power, I can flip the house upside down. You know, he keeps calling it the house. He's like, yo, if I get HOH, I can fix everything. He's like, hopefully they don't get the power of veto and change my nominations. I'm like, Enzo, like we're at the final guy's elimination. How are you gonna flip the house upside down?
Yo, you gotta expect the unexpected, yo. That's just how it is in Big Brother.
What if it's a double elimination, yo? Julie comes in. It's like, Enzo, like, wake up.
Yo, me and Hayden, we're taking this thing to the end, yo.
The brigade.
Like Hayden's not there, Enzo. He's not.
We're in the brigade. Dominic says he's worried about Enzo or David winning, and I'm like, why?
The whole thing?
No, just like this week, because he's like, they're wild cards. I'm like, really? You're worried? What would they win?
I'm surprised he even remembered that they were there.
Yeah. I mean, maybe you could be worried about them winning if they're partnered with someone, but like individually, come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
You only need to worry about wins about Enzo in the arena.
3-time arena champ! Yo!
He defeated powerful foes like David and Leo.
Yes. David, most commonly a powerful foe of a name, too. You know?
Yes. I was shocked to see Ben and Angela, like Big Ben telling Angela, I just want to go to the end with you. It was like Angela replaced Sarah. It was very weird.
Yeah. I mean, that's when you know how annoying Sarah's been this year.
I know.
Even Ben is gravitating away from her.
Yeah, to Angela, Sarah's nemesis. Ben is like, yeah, I want to go to the end with you. Anyone but Sarah. Anyone. Even you. Who I don't like.
Well, he had to go to her for protection. You know,
yeah,
he needed Angela. He needed the strongest woman to protect him from Sarah. Because she's scary. She's scary.
Yeah, and no one wants layups in the finals, which I guess I'm getting because like you have to work with like the men have to work with the women.
Well, we don't know that for sure.
Well,
Not
like.
Yet.
Nobody, it seems like nobody wants layups because you have to work, like the men have to work with the women and the women have to work with the men. I'm talking about like alliance wise. And because they have to work together, like nobody wants to be partnered potentially with bad people. So it's like, because Angela doesn't want to potentially run with like, Enzo, then the guys are like, okay, then we agree to get out Enzo if you'd agree to get out like Cachet or like whatever. Right. So I'm like, okay, that's why there's nobody is agreeing to keep in layups at that point. At this point, but traditionally, I'd be like, let's keep in some layups, baby. But because we don't have partners, like, yeah.
But here's the thing: I saw this past week on Twitter, Tyson had a question from a fan that was basically asking, is there going to be one winner this season or one male winner, one female winner this season? Because the show hasn't like totally made that clear yet. And Tyson answered, and in a very carefully put way, and I think this reveals a lot. He said, at this point in the show, there is one winner that we are aware of.
Oh.
At this point in the show.
My assumption based on what we've heard is one male winner, one female winner.
That's what I would think too. But apparently at this point, the contestants are thinking it's one winner from what the producers have been telling them, I think.
That wouldn't make any sense.
But that's what he said. Yeah.
And
that would explain also why they don't want the layups either.
I've never seen that in a challenge season. So
that's just what Tyson said. Yeah.
That would be how would
I don't know.
Okay.
But that's what he said. Yeah. Strange.
Okay.
But that's part of why they're not like, they're planning on like having doubles in the finals is what it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm sure the guys are happy that Enzo was around and Dominic. I'm sure that like Danny, Ben and Tyson are very happy about that.
Oh yeah. Big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, yo.
Yeah, yo. I'm sure they're really happy that David is gone because he was such a major threat.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, did you see his fight with Enzo? That was, oh my God, I was so intimidated by both of them.
I wouldn't have wanted to go against either of them in the final.
I was so locked in the whole fight. My eyes were glued to the screen. I wasn't checking my phone.
This daily challenge, I think, would have been just a complete bust if it wasn't for Angela. It would have been so unsatisfying.
Yeah, because they couldn't figure it out when they had to play Battleship against each other and put them in bed.
Yeah.
They couldn't figure it out. I was like, are they playing Battleship? That would be cool.
Where's your submarine, yo?
Yeah, it really looked like a battle. They should have had to play Battleship and then do the pegs.
It's funny because when Angela finally does go up and she explains her strategy, I'm like, oh yeah, that makes like complete fucking
It's really
sense.
obvious. Everyone's really dumb.
Yeah.
Welcome to reality TV.
Even Tyson seemed upset with himself that like he didn't figure it out. He was like, I'm smarter than this.
Yeah, he was being a little petulant. Listen to this.
Dom went pretty far because I went first, taught everybody how to beat me in this stupid game. Now I feel like it could be me that went the least distance on this pegboard.
I went first, and now everybody's winning the game. This game is stupid because I might lose.
Sorry, this is how the challenge. It's called the challenge. It's not called the easy stroll, Tyson. Okay.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's not called the breeze.
You know what I would have done?
Cocktail.
On this challenge, I would have taken out a knife from the kitchen. I would have popped the tire of the truck, and just made it stop. And then I'd take my sweet time going up there.
Well, they gave you pegs to place. Was there a hole in the tires that you could have put the peg in?
Oh,
maybe people were ignoring the peg placement in the tires.
Could be.
They were not thinking about it. Danny had an interesting. The Kiki was interesting to me.
In my daily life, I do not put myself at risk. So everything I've done here on the challenge is out of my norm. Am I excited to do it? Yes. Am I scared? Hell yes. Kiki would tell me, you better go out there and kill it.
I know that he normally didn't put himself at risk, but when he played NFL, that was at risk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, every day.
For CTE, yeah.
For breaking limbs?
Yeah. It's a heavy contact sport. Yeah.
I'd be scared. I think that's more risky than the truck when you're the harness. Yeah. You just fall off. You're in the harness. I'd rather do that.
He's usually more scared to come home to Kiki if he loses. That's the scary part. So I don't think there's any fear on the field or in these challenges. There's no fear there,
Yes. Kiki is the risk.
He has to get it done.
Yeah, I would say that is the daily the daily scaries that he has coming home in his daily life.
Yeah, God help him. I hope he fucking wins this final for his.
Yeah, he should have done better in this challenge.
Yikes. He better win this final for Kiki's sake.
I don't know what he was thinking here.
Nice.
Yeah, David and Tyson, they didn't they didn't have a chance because this game is stupid.
Yeah.
What were they supposed to do?
Yeah. It's rigged.
Yeah. Sarah didn't do well as usual. Alyssa did okay.
Yeah. I always enjoy Sarah failing, when she's talking about how much of a badass she is.
But she was a badass doing it though. Just she sucked at it.
Yeah, it's just a really just like a shitty badass.
Yeah, a really shitty badass at it. Yeah. But it was really badass, dude.
Hey, live free or die hard, right?
Yeah. Dominic really threw it down here.
I'm going to shock everyone. All these elite athletes that are out here, this guy, the 43-year-old out-of-shape dude, is going to win this thing today. You watch.
Yeah, and he won. He won the whole thing.
You know what? Dom needs to have a little self-respect. He makes a lot of self-deprecating comments. I'm 43. I fucking suck. I'm out of shape. Dom, you got second place on Survivor. You'd be proud of yourself.
Yeah, be proud.
Come on, Dom. You have children. What a proud. You should be proud that you have a wonderful family, Dom.
Yes.
He makes such self-deprecating comments.
Say something like, this guy who has children and got second place on Survivor might win this challenge, but probably won't because I'm going against people who are very fit.
See, that's a good attitude.
Yes. Realistic, but not self-deprecating.
Yes.
He did get very far, though. I thought he might win.
He did good.
He did good.
When he won, when he finished, he was like, "This is why we challenge, baby.
This is what we challenge, baby.
This is why we challenge." Remember, he said that in Survivor too. After he won a challenge, he goes, "This is why we Survivor, baby. This is why we Survivor." Oh man.
Yeah, Kayla.
I'm sorry, Mom.
She really fucked it up. She beefed it. Yeah. She fell off instantly. She's been falling.
The Fab Three really crushing it this episode.
Yeah, it's the Fab Three. Justine wanted to rep Love Island, but she didn't.
No. If it were a heart rate monitor challenge, then she would have.
Yeah, she would have. She would have done a great job.
Did they do this driving with pegs challenge on Love Island? Did they do that at all?
Actually did, so I'm surprised that she fucked it up. Yeah. They all ran to the beach in their bathing suits, and when they got there to the little wooden deck that they used, there was a giant truck there.
That's crazy.
And they all hopped on and they did the peg thing in their bathing suits. Yeah.
And how quick?
And then at the end, they had to give each other lap dances. So
on top of the truck while it was moving.
Yes, the truck was moving.
Sick.
And then put food in their mouths and spit it into the other person's mouth and make out.
Just watch. This is going to be the plot of Fast and Furious 16. Because they keep getting more and more absurd. So it's going to happen. Go get your lap dance, Dom. Not the
Gotta get my Peter Parker senses out. Gotta get my Peter Parker senses out.
Yo, I gotta get my Peter Parker senses out, yo.
Enzo goes up there and he's like, pew, 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 pew. Everybody's like, what are you doing up there? He's like, I'm Spider-Man.
I'm a Spiders man's, yo. I got all the spiders. I'm shooting spiders. That's how it works, yo. I shoot the spiders.
Yeah, meow's a spider now.
I'm gonna weave a webby.
Can't cats climb too? Why didn't he just keep sticking with the cat thing?
He said that his daughter loved Spider-Man.
Oh.
Yes.
nice. Yeah.
But why doesn't she love?
Meow meows here.
Why doesn't she love Meow Meow?
Maybe she's allergic. I don't know.
Yeah, that could be a possible thing. Yeah. I guess Ben. I did seem like Ben did well. They kind of hit it, but I guess he said people were trying to go up, but he wanted to go across, which I'm confused why people weren't trying to go across since the thing was across. But I guess Ben's smarter than them.
Apparently so. I don't know. Justin Booth probably rigged it, right?
Yeah, Justin Booth whispered in his ear and said, "You want to go across the thing, not up." Believe it or not.
Ben, actually, we can start you off on top of the truck. If you want.
He just walked.
He just walked to the
Yeah.
other end.
It's ridiculous. All right, who's worse, Justin Booth or John Wilkes Booth? All right, we're not going to answer it, but I'm just just putting it out there.
We're not. Are we not going to answer that?
All right, well, you want to answer it?
J Dubs.
J Dubs, yeah, J Dubs is worse.
Definitely, because he was an actor,
Yeah. But I'm not saying it's not close, but I'm not saying it is either. We'll leave that up to you.
What's worse, Justin Booth or an Applebee's booth? You tell me.
That is hard.
Mm-hmm. What's it gonna be?
Justin Booth, but that means that he's really bad.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
That's a pretty damnation.
We like to have fun, folks. We're
Yeah.
just a couple of fun guys here,
Yo, Angela smoked this competition.
Yeah, she did, yo. Totally did. She crushed it. I was
Yeah, that
shocked.
was crazy.
She loves climbing challenges.
Yeah.
She loves them. Yeah.
She loves winning competitions too.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say. She was good. Everyone else couldn't do it, and she did it.
She crushed it.
Because she put the pegs in the smart place.
Yeah. Yeah. She's good at it. She's good at it. She climbed all over Sarah's ego.
Yeah, but Sarah's a badass. Angela doesn't have that, so that sucks. It sucks not to be a badass.
I know. Yeah.
Would you rather win or be a badass? Win money, be a badass? I don't know. It's hard.
I choose badass any day of the week.
Be a badass. Yeah. TJ had something to say.
All right, great challenge today, everyone. Good job. I was talking to Angela.
Oh, got him. Got him.
TJ really does need a hype man next to him,
That would help with the joke. He called Angela everyone, and they didn't get it. Oh,
The hype man points at all of them. You suck. You suck.
Yeah.
You suck. You suck.
Yeah, I think the joke would have been better if you said "great job."
Yeah.
I was talking to Angela, but he said everyone. He shouldn't have said everyone.
He should have just said, Angela did good and you're all pathetic. And
Yeah.
I'm disappointed in all of you and you're all grounded. You go home and you turn off the lights and you go to bed right now.
I'm gonna make you sleep in a shitty warehouse on bunk beds. Oh wait.
Yeah. Oh man.
I was just surprised that Dominic didn't win because he was so sure of it.
Yeah. Well,
But then I was like, oh wait, Ben won? Well, there's this man named JB behind the camera, and he's puppet mastering this whole thing.
yeah, first Lincoln, now this.
Yeah. He's yelling death to all tyrants when he is one. It's crazy that Justin Booth is saying that shit. It's crazy.
They gotta be related, right?
They gotta be. They gotta be. They gotta be.
This is taking a weird turn. Well, it's his fault for having that last name.
Yeah, he could change it.
Yeah, he can legally change it.
Yeah.
Take a hit on his credit score, but yeah.
Yeah. So we get to Tyson's office, and David is like, I can go against every guy. Whoever I go against is going to go home. Yeah, maybe a couple.
So what do you think about Danny, David? Well, maybe not Danny.
Yeah.
What do you think about Tyson? Well, maybe not Tyson.
When they ask about Tyson, he says he wants to go against Tyson.
That's insane. That's insane.
Well, no, Tyson has a lot of money, and his weakness would be something physical. That's what he says. It's weird
I think
because
Tyson would have destroyed him in this challenge.
I don't know. It's weird because
Tyson's got the reach, man. He's so tall and he's got the long arms. In a game like that, where you're trying to put the ball in, that's all Tyson.
I don't know. It's weird because David, after the first round of this, was gassed for some reason, despite being like 30 years old and seemingly in shape. He was gassed after one round against a 40-year-old guy.
Like he works out all the time. We see the footage on the challenge. Seems like he's working out all the time.
Apparently he's not, because he was gassed after one fucking round, dude. Like, I've seen this challenge done all the time. The people are not gassed after one round against a guy who's like 42 fucking years old. It made no sense. David sucks. Like, I don't know how else to put it. This was the worst balls in I've ever seen. It was terrible.
It's got to be like a thing under pressure, right? Because he's physically fit. He's more like. Would you argue that he's more physically fit than Enzo?
I think he's like really out of shape. I think he needs to lose some weight. I think he needs to
fuck out of here.
He needs to do a couch to 5K. I think that's what he needs to do. I think he needs to hit the gym, maybe gain some muscle. No, I don't know. I don't know what it was, but he was gassed like after the first round.
It's crazy.
They were both like lethargic. I was like, guys, like what?
I liked at a certain. Well, we're getting ahead of ourselves, but
Yeah.
I gotta say, I liked at a certain point when he was just like Kobe, headshot the three from way out.
Yeah, I was like, Jesus
Pulling
Christ.
a Steph there.
Yeah. Yeah. Ben really doesn't want to send Enzo in. He can you just believe that he tries to quit the alliance?
He's such a dumbass.
Yeah.
How did this guy win Survivor? That's what I kept saying to my wife. I was like, how did he win Survivor? And Amy goes, because they rigged it for him.
Yeah, that's the theory. I heard that Justin Booth worked on that season.
Yeah, of course.
He found a lot of idols, suspiciously.
Oh, I mean, they did have a major rule change at the last second.
That is true.
Season. They did.
Yeah, and then he's like, I agree, because David had said Dominic or Tyson, and Angela was like, yeah, I'm not sending in fucking Tyson. Like, are you an idiot? Like,
He's
why?
been my closest ally this whole time.
It's like, also, like, we're in a big alliance that's like really good for us. Like, why would I do that? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. I think Ben wants to feel like he's in control of the situation, but really Ben doesn't even know what he wants.
This is what he does. He gets like, he can be like a hothead. I was actually very impressed by him later on, like being able to calm himself down and being like, hey, like, I'm okay with sending Enzo in. Like, let's do it. Like, I've never seen like on Survivor, he actually had a worse temper. Like, he was actually pretty controlled here. And then
that's what I was going to say is Ben is so like on Winners at War specifically, Ben was so all over the place. Like early in the game, he was like, oh, Boston Rob, he's like cast a spell on me. You know, I love this guy and I'm going to vote with him. And then the next week he's like, well, hold on a minute. I need to, really think this through a little bit more. And like, he just acts very impulsively. And he sort of does things before he thinks first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would like yell at people though on his first season though, when like things wouldn't go his way. So I was impressed that he like was able to like stop, think about it, and then be like, hey, like, no, we can do Enzo. Like, you're right. Like, let's speak calmly. I was like, okay, Ben, I applaud you for like handling this well. It's I was like, okay, good on you, Ben. I do think Ben is like a good guy. He's just not good
he
at
probably
like
just realized what's my other option, the Fab 3.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
What am I gonna do over there?
You and you don't know what it's like to watch Enzo sleep either. Like, we even gotten footage of it. I bet he is just a little angel.
Yeah.
He's going like yo 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 yo
Meow 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 meow. Stupid.
I think it's very smart.
Yeah, it's very highbrow comedy we do here, right?
She tells David, Angela goes to David first and is like, so your best friend, he slept half the season, but don't tell him before I tell him. And David is like, what the fuck? Why are you working with Survivor? Why aren't you working with me? When did you start working with like the Survivors? Like, what's going on? Like, what? Like, we're not all sticking to like just our show? Like, what's happening? What?
I don't understand. We're Team Survivor. We're supposed to go all the way together, right? We're representing Jeff. We're gonna let Jeff down.
Then she calls Ben over and she's like, so I told David, so you should probably tell Enzo. Or she's like, when should we tell Enzo? Should I tell him? So she's like peer pressuring Ben into telling him. And I love the second
that's
that
honestly though, that's probably the best way to go about it with Ben.
It is, because otherwise Ben would have fucking pussyfooted about it.
Yeah. Well, that's what. Yeah, Ben is he's all over the place when it comes to this stuff. You can't leave it in his hands.
Yeah. So when Ben turned around to go talk to her, she smiled because she was like, "Got him." It's so fucking funny.
And then she waved her diamond rings in all the women's faces. She
they're real diamonds. These aren't Moissanite, bitches. I got diamonds. This is cookbook money. I married
Did you see all my diamonds? Did you see all my diamonds?
Tyler won second place on BB20. This is how I got this money, baby. Yeah. I love how when Ben goes to Enzo, he's like,
and Angela made me do it. I didn't do it. She made me. She manipulated me. Ooh.
She tied me up and she put a gun in my head.
It reminds me for anyone that watches The Circle when Yu Ling blamed it on Alyssa.
Yeah.
She's like,
I didn't do it. She made me. Fuck. I'm sorry. I didn't have a choice.
She told me all of my family and friends' addresses. She said they weren't safe.
It's like, just own it, And then Sarah's like, yeah, like Angela's like totally manipulating him, like blah, it's like, no, Ben did this of his own fucking accord, like, such a fucking. Then Enzo goes to talk to Angela, and that's where we get this amazing. This is just the best. This is the best line of the whole show.
Just hate it if the fucking rich get richer. This motherfucker won $1 million, doing whatever the fuck he wants. It looks like he's fucking Jesus Christ and shit.
Where's the lie in anything that he said?
There's not.
There's nothing wrong with it. The rich are getting richer, and Tyson does have a Jesus thing going on.
Yeah, this guy has everything, man. He's omnipotent. He's omniscient, bro. Like he can raise from the dead, bro. Like.
Yo, I was hanging out drinking water and the asshole turned it into wine. I was thirsty, yo. Like, what the fuck?
I'm sick of this shit, yo. I'm sick of this.
Yo, I saw him walking. Yo, he was dead, and they threw him in a cave, and they put a fucking boulder in front of it, and then like some later, like we pulled the boulder out, and he like rose up and shit. It was crazy.
Bro, I swear during that water challenge we had, I saw him walking on it,
He was
dude.
walking on
He was
water.
fucking walking on it, dude. What are we doing here, man? Fucking Jesus over here is gonna fucking kill us, man. Jeez. You think Jesus is gonna lose the final, dog? Come on. Come on, yo.
It is funny how Tyson just won like a couple challenges, and then everybody was like, "Well, we can't do anything to him. He's untouchable."
It's amazing.
He won a few challenges, and everybody was like, "Well, we're just gonna let Tyson go to the final. Tyson's gonna win the Challenge USA. That's okay."
So you've seen more of the challenge than me. How common is it for someone to like just win the first couple and then never get nominated again like that?
Dude, there is all the time when just like it's like all the time it's just like, okay, yeah, Johnny Bananas easily makes it to the end without going to elimination, or just like one like CT easily makes it to the end. You're just like, it's just so easy for like the vets to like get together and just knock out the rookies. You know, you're just always watching the show and just being like, why isn't anybody going after the big guys? You know, like, you're so stupid because everyone's like afraid of them. It's very easy for people to be afraid of these contestants who are stronger than them and are in a big alliance like that.
Yeah.
So this is not
look like
surprising to me.
Jesus.
And our Jesus Christ, I mean.
Yes.
Yes. This is not uncommon for the stronger, because nobody wants to go against them in elimination either.
Right.
I just think the way it's set up is that like no two minority people are getting thrown in together. Like that has really happened. Like at this point, it's like David and Kayla would have to get thrown in together, and then somebody who lost, it would have to be like Danny would have to lose, and then they would have to throw like Tyson against each other. But then they would be like afraid that the person who lost would then throw them, and like everyone's just very scared.
Yeah.
And the big alliances have fucked people over. But that's what happens in these games, and you're just like, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I get it. Yeah, I love when David is like, "Why are you guys doing this?" And Angela says, "I'm protecting you." That's why I win these challenges, to protect you, David. We're on the same side. I love you, David.
I'm having you go against the Meow Meow. What?
Yeah, we're such good friends, David.
Would you rather I put in Danny or Tyson?
Yeah. I mean, that is like a pretty good point, but it's just funny to be like, David, like, I'm protecting you. Like, we're working together, right?
Yeah. I mean, have you seen this guy? He's gonna sleep during the challenge. You should be fine. Come on.
Bro, this is not the David movie.
This isn't the David movie? I thought this was just like a season about David and all his great exploits and how he's... I mean, this is like his third season of reality television. He must be a reality star, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Lots of fans, and he must have done big things on his previous reality seasons to deserve such a spot on the Challenge USA. Right,
he's going to be on Big Brother Legends. He's going to be on Challenge Legends eventually.
Yeah. He's definitely going to appear on Survivor and The Amazing Race, the normal challenge, everything.
Yes.
Man versus Food, beat Bobby Flay, Guys Grocery Games. He's going to do it all.
I heard he's going to have a starring role in one of the new Star Wars movies. It's going to be crazy. Yeah.
At this point, anything is possible, because I don't get why they keep bringing this guy on our fucking screen.
Run for president at this point. That's what I think.
I don't get it. He's boring. Look, he's a nice guy, but I don't care. I'd rather have a mean person. Give me another Sarah, who I really dislike, but at least she brings something.
At least she makes little rat faces, you know.
Yeah, and weird
faces. Yeah,
big faces, and the eats turkey legs and just embarrasses herself. It's funny. I don't know what David does.
She's so much funner to watch on this show than ever she was on Survivor.
I know, she's hilarious. And then we have David, and you're just like, he's just like, I'm mad, so I'm gonna walk away. And you're like, why are you walking away? Stay in the situation and yell at people. This is television.
Please.
Okay, we don't walk away from conflict in television. You yell at people's faces. Come on.
And if Angela had said what she had said in her confessional to his face, it would have been so much funner.
Bro, this
It would
is
have been
not
so
the
much
David movie.
Yes. I think
and she was like, you want to have a say in something? Win a challenge. How about that? Like, win a challenge.
But like, I think Angela's silence would, or like her like just refusal to say shit would be really good on the normal challenge, because those people like yell and like get in people's faces and just act really wild. But you know how she's like the ice queen, like her just like stern demeanor and refusal to talk a lot would drive them insane, because they would be like yelling and shit, and she would just be like, it's a game, like just like, get over it, like we're playing a game here. And they would be like, what did you say to me? And she would just be like, yeah, I'm sending you in, like I think she'd be an awesome foil. Like it'd be pretty exciting.
Like, look, I can see you're upset there. I have plenty of recipes for comfort food in my cookbook, so
what the fuck you talking about? Fucking cookbook. She might be the ice queen, but I'm gonna melt her. That's what they would say. She's great, like she's like almost boring, but she's not, and that's what makes her interesting,
Yeah.
But because she's so icy, because she's like kind of scary. It's cool.
Super cool.
Yeah. Enzo had another really great line.
You're a piece of shit. You got a bird face.
You got a bird face.
he was talking to David right before the challenge, and he was like, yo, if I come back in, I'm just gonna go off. I'm not gonna have a filter anymore. I'm just gonna be able to say stuff like,
you're a piece of shit. You got a bird face.
I guess he's talking about Tyson. I was thinking about who has the most bird-like face.
I guess him. Yeah.
I thought about everyone, and I think it might be Tyson. I'm just saying. I thought about it. I looked at pictures. I think Tyson has the most bird-like face in the house.
Yeah.
I'm not being mean.
Yeah.
You're a piece of shit. You got a bird face.
And what do cats do to birds, yo?
Yo, they eat them in the mouth like a little fucking. If I'm Sylvester, but I got the Tweety bird.
This dude's like some sort of fucking like Jesus bird, dude. Scares the shit out of me, man. Like, Jesus, I don't know what to fucking do, yo. Like, Jesus can fucking fly now, bro.
Yeah, he's like if Foghorn Leghorn was like Jesus or some shit. Like, imagine that.
Yo, this guy haunts my dreams, yo. And I sleep a lot, yo, so it's not good for me, yo.
Luckily, I got Ben there to guard me. Yo. Speaking of birds, apparently Ben and Enzo are the bald eagle brothers, and they also have the ship name of Benzo. Did we know this?
No, we did not.
Yeah. Great.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, Ben's like, I'm throwing in Enzo, my best friend. Would you like these cute things I'm saying? And Enzo's like, yo, fuck off, yo.
Isn't a benzo like slang for like an opioid?
Yeah.
Yeah, which makes sense because he sleeps his way through the season. So I get the name now. I understand.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Benzo's a downer too, so it's very accurate.
Right. Exactly.
Just based on your laughter, I thought it was appropriate.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So Balls In is like a challenge classic, and we've had some great Balls In over the years, and this was awful. They were gassed after the first round. They couldn't do it. They just kept pushing the ball outside of the ring to end it. And typically, in Balls In, it's like if the ball touches the ground, in the many ones that I've seen, it's a dead ball.
Yeah.
But you can't just like people will sometimes try to shoot it like that, but then the second that it bounces off and hits the sand, like you're done. So that's why
I could see shooting it from closer, but
yes.
shooting it like pulling a Dame Dalla and doing it from half court outside of the ring, that did not make sense to me.
People will only do that out of like desperation if they're really small and they're against a big person. They have like no chance, you know?
Yeah.
And they're just like, this is the only way I'm ever going to be able to do it. Or if they're just like dumb. But it's kind of lame when like you can do that and then just like run and get it again.
Yeah.
But they weren't even able to do that because you could easily just kind of like knock it out of the way because they both kind of like sucked at this so much.
They really did. Yeah. There were a lot of dead balls in this.
I don't even know what to say about it. Like, it was so long too, and they tried to make it exciting, and I was like, it's kind of... You can see though, it's like it is an awesome game. Like, it can be really fun.
It looks really cool. Yeah. I think Enzo, I guess he had a little more endurance in this than David, because that's what seems to be what it came down to was David was so tired. And as we know, Enzo is very well rested. So I think he had just a little bit more endurance to be able to outlast him in this one.
It's all about that rest. Yeah, they're hating on Enzo's strategy, but it seems to be working out for him.
Yeah.
He always makes it to the end. You're right. I think that's credit.
Yeah.
He's always getting that full stipend.
Yeah, he is. Is the money even that good? Is it really that good per episode? I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably good enough to get your full stipend. Get that. Getting second place money is better than anything else.
That's true.
If you're gonna set aside that time, I would much rather get second place than end up in like the jury house. You know,
right?
I'm like, at least I got like whatever that money is plus the stipend. Then,
yeah,
I don't know how much money do they make in BB for second place. $5,000. First place gets $10,000. Is that how it works?
Yeah, it's that
$0.
Or the circle is what you're thinking. The circle you get, I think.
Yeah, the circle you get 100,000.
You get like $100.
Yeah. Yeah, but you get like 10,000 Instagram followers, so that's
and some of the best friends you've ever made in your whole life.
Yes,
you all visit each other in each other's cities all the time.
And Twitter loves you no matter what. Yeah, David just Davided this challenge. You know, he just really kind of.
Which is crazy because I will say David's done all right.
No, he won some stuff and really pulled it off, but I just don't understand what happened.
I kind of felt like he should have had this one. I really do. But then you start watching him play and you're like, who is this guy? You know?
Like Enzo was gassed after round one. It seemed like David was like Danny's like, yeah, he's gassed, you know? And then I was like, okay, well, David shouldn't be gassed. And then after one more round, he was gassed. And I was just like, all right, well, this doesn't make any sense. Like, shouldn't they have some adrenaline? Like, it's not that much going on.
No.
Sorry. You guys seem in shape to me. I've seen a lot of people play this game. David's not in his 40s. I only give Enzo that allowance.
Yeah, exactly.
But I do give Enzo props for winning, I guess.
Sure. Yeah.
Yo.
3-time arena champ!
Yo! But at least we get this amazing bit.
I'm taking piggy banks, CDs, checks, CD accounts, pesos, pennies to pesos.
Is he going into being like doing like conversion type stuff? Like what is he doing?
Oh, you mean like currency conversion?
Yeah, currency exchange.
Currency exchange. Yeah. I got this great new job at the airport, yo.
I'm no longer adjusting insurance. I'm adjusting your money, yo. Come to my window. I'm exchanging your currency, yo. Bring me your piggy bank. I'll put that wherever you're going. I'll help you out, yo. It's called second place currency exchange. If I'm asleep, just knock on the window, yo.
Unless you're just some fucking Jesus bird, yo. I don't want that shit, man.
Yeah, no, none of that shit.
You're a piece of shit. You got a bird face.
So amazing.
You got a bird face. Enzo has been a good character this
I
season.
love, and like after this
Really has been a
episode,
good
I'm like,
character.
I want Enzo all the time. He's so funny. Like when he was cast, I was like, why is Enzo here? And now I'm like, Enzo's been one of the best characters of the season after this episode. This episode was one of my favorite episodes. It was so funny.
He was definitely a little more boring in Big Brother All Stars, but
Yeah.
like his original season that he did at Big Brother, he was much more fun. But yeah, he was just not as fun in All Stars.
Yeah. He's just
So it's
hilarious.
good to see he's back to his old self again.
He's just fucking hilarious. man. Everything he said was pure gold. Like I bet they were like, we don't know. We just have to include everything he says. I mean, this is so fucking funny. That Jesus line people are gonna love. Yeah, GM Rock says, I heard they're thinking about doing season 2 of the Challenge USA. Well, we hope so, GM Rocks. We do hope so. Yeah, I hope it just keeps going on. It's fun to.
And you better believe David's gonna be on it. You better believe it.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll win. It'd be cool to always like keep having like a feed of like in All Stars of all the CBS challenges going in. They have so many seasons of these shows. It'd be fun, And I think after seeing how like this one went, maybe not hearing about how they were treated necessarily, but I do think more people will want to come on now, and it'll be cool.
I'd love to see also a more fair grouping of the different shows.
Yeah.
I didn't like that Amazing Race only got 3 people. It's like that just didn't seem fair to me.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him do it right this next time and give everybody a shot going.
Yeah.
Into it.
I don't think that will happen, but that would be cool.
Yeah.
I think there will always be majorities for every Big Brother, but I think there should be more Amazing Race, definitely.
Yes.
And there's like 30 seasons there's more than 30 seasons of the Amazing Race, I think. So like there's no reason why they shouldn't. And dude, there's like really good Amazing Race cast even the past few seasons. Like there's no reason why not,
Yep.
Dude, like Lulu and Lala, why did they drop out? We almost had twins that finished each other's sentences and whose names are Lulu and Lala. Like, can you imagine? Lulu and Lala, Ben, they're incredible.
It would have been great.
When they lost this past season Amazing Race, I was like, no, Lulu, Lala. I don't know which one is which, but it doesn't really matter because they say the same shit.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
They sound like Rugrats. Their names are like Rugrats characters. Phil and Lil's cousins, Lulu and Lala. Or like Teletubbies, kind of.
Yeah.
Love them. Well, I'm excited for the 2-hour finale.
Me too.
I kind of wish though that it was like we got one more episode for the women's elimination, and then we got like a 2-hour finale for the final leg. But I'll take what I can get.
Yeah. Who are you rooting for?
Who am I rooting for?
Who are you rooting for? Okay, let's do who you're rooting for, and then your predictions of who's.
Oh, I thought you were going to say who I'm rooting for, and then who I'm rooting against, because that could be.
Well, you could do that too.
So who is left? Well, I'm rooting for Enzo.
Okay.
To
win the whole thing.
Who am I rooting for? Enzo or Dominic is who I'm rooting for to win the whole thing, because that would be
curse.
It'd just be a major upset, and that would be like really fun, right?
Enzo would be amazing if he won. That would be so funny.
Enzo or Dominic.
If he was representing the United States in the
global thing. Enzo or Dominic. I think Dominic would be really fun too. On the men's side, I like an upset. Look, I really like Tyson, but like, it's just so obvious. Like, it's so obvious, and like, I really like.
I don't know. He's been struggling with some more recent challenges. So.
Yeah, but still, like, it's gonna be like endurance and stuff. And I would
love definitely got a leg up.
I would love if Danny won too, though. Like Danny's like the best.
Yeah, that would be fun.
But it's hard. I just really like everyone, so it is difficult. But it would be hilarious if Enzo or Dominic won because nobody would expect it. So from a plot standpoint, that is where I'm going from. Just speaking for plot.
I look at Enzo as well. And then I would say Tyson, just because I love Tyson. I root for him all the time and everything. And I would say Danny too, just for his own safety. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I need him to win.
If I'm going from a personal standpoint, Danny, I want Danny to win from who I like the most standpoint. But if I'm going from a plot standpoint and hilarity standpoint, Dominic or Enzo, I really need to win.
Look, the Cowboys need a win. Okay,
they
need something. Okay.
Both the Cowboys.
Danny could be that guy.
Dude, both the Cowboys and the Jets did really well on Sunday. Okay, really well. How about on the women's side? Who are we going for? We're both pulling hard for Sarah.
I really yes, Sarah. We're all in on to.
She's a badass.
She's such a badass. We really want her to win. Justine for me.
Justine was what I was going to say.
All the way.
Love Island deserves a win. Let's go.
How amazing would that be if after all the shit that was talked about Love Island, if Justine ended up winning?
I know, and I think she has what it takes. I do really like Angela, though. It's a close second with Angela, but I
think Desi has a real shot at it too.
She does. But
really
Justine, it would be cool to Love Island. I really like Justine too. I think she's a very interesting character. I really like her as a person. I think she seems very smart. I really liked, she instantly, everybody came in being like, well, we play social games. Love Island came in saying they have a social game, but in a different way. And everybody came in being like, oh, because we're in Survivor Big Brother, we know how to play strategy. But Justine just had this strategic mind right off the bat and was kind of running around circles with people. And I was just so impressed by her. So I would love if she pulled it off. Yeah. She's been great the whole time.
Yep.
Right when she partnered up with Tyson, she was immediately like, okay, I know what's going on. Let's go. So I love Justine. She's so cool.
Yep. And it would be such a good story for her too. Man, it'd be such a good story. So that's who we want to win. But what's our predictions?
I think Tyson will probably pull it off just because of the endurance part of it. If I had to place a bet, he would probably have the best odds just because I know how finals work typically. Endurance wise, you got to get
I also think Tyson, he has had a high confessional count too, for going off of edit. And then if you look at the women's side, I think it's going to be either Angela or Sarah because of the confessionals.
Confessional. Sarah's just such a good character, though. I can't go too much into that. I do think Alyssa, though, could do a really good job.
You're right. Alyssa has been all right at some of these challenges. Yeah, she could totally do it.
Yeah.
And Desi too.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Not feeling super hot on Kayla lately. I don't think she's going to be able to pull it off. She's going to hop on things and just fall off. She needs to take time to apologize to her mom. Things could come down to close seconds. And if you're saying, sorry, mom, that's 1 second. That could be the whole thing. How many times is she going to have to say, sorry, mom? How many times?
True.
Predicting Tyson Angela is kind of boring, but we said who we want to win, so. But let's not forget about Alyssa.
I'll make my prediction Desi. I'll say Desi and Tyson.
I'll say Alyssa and Tyson.
Okay.
To be interesting.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
I think those are solid picks.
Yeah. I think we really think it's going to be Angela, though.
I don't know, though. I don't know. I think Desi can go toe to toe with Angela. I really do. It depends on the challenge. It really does.
What if it's climbing on the side of a truck in the
Then
snow?
Angela wins. Yeah. Then Angela wins.
Yeah.
Angela is a beast. She is.
What if it's writing a cookbook?
I think she's got it then.
Yeah.
What if it's managing an Etsy store?
Ooh.
Then she's got it. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I'm stoked.
This was fun. Yeah.
This is fun. Good pod.
Thanks for tuning in for our tardy podcast. Max was all buzzing around all of the weddings.
This wedding was so boring. They said yes. They didn't ask if now was the time to figure out if love is blind. It was so boring.
Yeah.
And they both said yes. Everyone was happy, crying. Everybody was like,
you should have objected.
Dude, they didn't ask.
Oh, that's stupid.
I know. It was like, guys, like, we had a little drama here. I'm sick of going to these weddings where it's like known that everybody's just gonna like get married. You know, like I'm going to another one this weekend, and I'm like, boring.
Why can't everything be like Love Is Blind? Right?
I know, dude.
And speaking of which, we got an After the Altar coming up this upcoming Friday.
On Friday, so get excited. And you can also tune into our Patreon. You can subscribe to our Patreon. It's a great way to support the podcast and everything that we do. But it's also, you can check out our recaps of Love Is Blind Season 1. We have our recaps of the finale in Episode 9 coming out tomorrow. We have a podcast exclusive episodes every Tuesday that come out. You can check that out at patreon.com/realityalert. The Patreon starts at just $5. You guys should check that out. Once again, patreon.com/realityalert. So be sure to check that out.
Yes.
Otherwise, check us back Thursday around 3 p.m. We'll be recapping the 2-hour finale of The Challenge USA.
That's right.
All right.
Stay rascally. Bye.
Bye. It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your two best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's Reality Alert.
I'm taking piggy banks, CDs, checks, CD accounts, pesos.